Gold prices holding on to gains despite a weaker euro, stronger dollar, and weaker stock market. All right, well, have we finally seen gold decoupling from these risk assets that we've seen for so long?
I think it's a bit too early to tell whether we've seen a decoupling from the euro correlation, but what we are seeing right now is gold increasing in price this morning on the back of a stronger dollar, which is slightly unusual. A lot of that may be related to strong Chinese imports of gold that we saw in the fourth quarter of last year.
Right, and then to that point, we heard today that China imported 103 tons of gold in November. For the first 11 months of the year, we're looking just under 390 tons of imports. That's almost what we had expected for the entire year at 400 tons. How significant is it, especially in November when the high was almost 1,800 and the low was only 1,675?
I think it's significant, and again, it shows that China's willingness to participate in this gold market and to buy physical stocks, import that gold. Now, some of that gold and indeed the large quantities that we saw may be in anticipation of the Chinese New Year, which is starting next week. But it's a very positive signal.
Do you think we saw central bank buying, which they're very fickle when they actually release those figures, but do you think that the PBOC is in there buying?
Quite possibly. Again, difficult to tell perhaps at this precise moment, but we have seen the central bank of China buying gold in the last few years.
All right, so then walk it forward for me for the rest of the week. We have a lot of data on tap, inflation reading coming out of China. It's at 4.2%. We're expecting it to fall to about 4% or under. ECB meeting Thursday, and Italian and Spanish bond auctions over in Europe. How does that play out for gold?
I think right now gold is well set. At this prices, it's very positive to see gold moving up. Perhaps it may be an indication that certain funds, investors feel that gold is attractively priced at these levels. Positive, gold trading more as a safe haven store of value at the moment, and more bad news coming out of Europe, I think, will strengthen that case.
All right, thanks, Will. I appreciate it. So you got to be a little cautious with gold, but what we can say is it has picked up some safe haven investors along the way.